Hi kids, welcome to Kids Series E-Library. You're going to learn a lot of things here. You're going to learn a lot of words, you're going to learn a lot of things about animals and birds and a lot of new vocabulary. It's going to be interesting. Okay? And this is lesson 2 and today's topic is animals that move differently. Animals that move differently. Lesson 1 we learnt about what an animal is. What is an animal? Can you tell me what is an animal? A living thing that eats and moves is an animal. A living thing that eats and moves is an animal. Let's see how animals move differently. Even before we see how animals move differently, let's see how we move around. When you were a small kid about 6 months old, how did you move? Did you walk when you were 6 months old? No, you crawled, didn't you? And then when you turned a year old, you started walking. And then when you grew a little more bigger, you started walking, then you started running, you started jumping, you started climbing, you started hopping. And you did different moves, didn't you? Let's see how these animals move differently. Each animal moves in different ways, and there are different words we can use to show that. Let's look at the dog we have at home. Some of you may have at home. Some of you have seen it on the streets. How does the dog move? A dog has 4 legs. And a dog walks and a dog runs. It's the same way for cats too. And what about those fishes that you have at home or the fishes that you see inside the seawater? The fish swims, isn't it? Let's see how the other animals move around. Have you seen a clam? A clam has only 1 leg and it uses its 1 leg to dig into the mud or sand. Look at this picture of clam here. And let's see a duck. See the duck here. The duck waddles. And the penguin has 2 legs and the penguin walks. Have you seen a ladybug? A ladybug has 6 legs. Spiders have 8 legs. Centipedes have more than 100 pairs of legs. So do the millipedes. They all have legs and they walk around, they move around, they crawl. Centipedes crawl. Let's look at the snake here. Do snakes have legs? Do the worms have legs? Look at these snakes here and the worms here. Do they have legs? No, they don't have. But just because they don't have legs, do they stay in one place? No. They move. How do they move? They slither. That's the way snakes and worms move. Let's look at the bats and all kinds of birds and insects. The bats fly and most of the birds also fly. Some of them don't. And have you seen these insects? Butterflies, houseflies. All these insects fly. So here we learned about so many animals that move differently and do things differently. We saw how a duck waddles and how a millipede crawls and how a snake slithers, how a dog runs and walks, how a cat runs and walks, how a fish swims. I'm going to tell you there are some animals which don't move at all. Some animals, they move only when they were babies. Do you know those animals? They live inside the water. They are called, some of them are called as barnacles, sponges and baby oysters. Till they find a good place, they keep moving, and once they find a good place, they stay there. They don't move at all. But sometimes when we look at them, we mistake them for some plant, but they aren't. They are also animals. They fasten themselves down there and they never move. They just stay there. animals can move around without help, and if a living thing moves by itself, it is an animal. I'm going to ask you one last question before I wrap up this session. You can write the answers in the comment box. You can look into books, you can ask your parents, but it is going to be an easy answer, I know. You must tell me which animal in the air is the fastest in the world. Alright? I'm not going to tell the answer now. If you know the answer, you can write it in the comment box. When I come back with the next video, I'll share the answer with you. Alright? Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed this session. In the next session, the topic is going to be animals eat. So we will look into some things that animals eat. Alright? See you then. Bye.